Hi guys, Jesby in the UK, just shooting another little quick update video. Did my last video about 3 days ago, and in that video introduced Revolution 1, which is the new sort of crypto smart contract game that I've joined. As I mentioned in that video, still with Proof of Weak Hands 3D, haven't sold any of my tokens in that. That sort of has had a bit of a sell-off over the last good few weeks. It's kind of in this sort of a locked area at the moment. It's not exactly rising and it's not falling again. It's around about the 4,500 ETH in the contract. Dividends have obviously slowed up a little bit because there isn't the same daily activity in there. But those guys are working on another thing they're bringing out. But as I say, this video revolves around Revolution 1, and in the earlier videos I've done about some of the smart contract things, did sort of say stay away from some of the clone things that were coming out, but this particular smart contract game, the guy behind it, Dan, Revolution in Crypto guy, and I do recommend, there's a link in the description below to go over to his YouTube channel where you can sort of track the videos since this has started up, and follow through and just see the journey we've all had on this. Let's just go back to this one. But basically what I liked about this is it is the first smart contract game. I don't think anyone's brought one out yet like it, where the problem you've got with some of the other ones, and even the leader out there that has been sort of Proof of Weak Hands 3D, the people with obviously more disposable ETH to put into these games, obviously once the price rises on that token and they want to take a profit, once they move a huge chunk of ETH out of a program, obviously the token price comes down, creates a bit of a panic, so everyone starts to sell off. And it can often mean the end of that particular smart contract game. Now, with Revolution 1, the biggest token holder, the whale, if you like, in the contract, which has, if you go down on the main site, you will see that this whale holds 20,000 tokens. Now, the dividends that are earned by holding those don't go to the whale address or anything. They're actually distributed back to every other holder in the game. Also, this whale can't sell those tokens, can't transfer them, and there's even a YouTuber out there that was given the private key to have a look at this, called the Golden Yogi, and he actually tried to take those tokens out on the whale address, and it just can't be done. It won't allow you to do it. So the beauty is the biggest holder in the contract can't dump on any of us. Obviously, Dan, I think, had around about 7,000 tokens the last time there was an update on that. He's not going anywhere with it. He's in this for the long haul with this. So that's one of the key things I do like about it. But there's some other little things they've been doing lately that I just think it's just a nice touch, because this is kind of for the people, for the smaller players out there who want a smart contract game that is fair. What they're actually doing now, and I've obviously got a link below if you want to go and have a look at Revolution 1. Now, when you click on that link, you'll come through to the main site. But what I'd ask you to do when you go through to the exchange, they've started basically putting a rotating masternode link. So basically, all of the Revolution 1 current token holders and members, this rotating link will obviously just put each member's link there. So we all have the opportunity to earn from the dividends, because although I've only run one video so far, when I actually did that video, there was no sort of click-throughs on there where anyone had bought a token using my link anyway. But as you can actually see, my non-referral dividends at the moment, I have repurchased some tokens with some of my earlier dividends, but non-referrals is that, and then we now have referral dividends showing. But that, guys, has actually come through people clicking on my masternode link when it's actually gone through the rotator. And I just think that's really cool, because you don't normally get that on any of these smart contract games. So it just gives everyone a fair, crack of the whip, basically, that we can all get an extra way of adding a little bit of ETH to the bottom pot here. So currently at the moment, what have I got? $3.65 in the dividends. I'm just going to let that sit there and build up a little bit more, because then what I'll do is actually, they call it replay, but actually invest back in. Or another way would be actually just to build it up to about $10, withdraw it back to my MetaMask wallet, because obviously you will need a MetaMask wallet to play with the game. Withdraw it back in there, because then what I can do is come back in, click on someone else's link, buy some tokens, I get my tokens, and also somebody else in the game gets, a share of the referral dividends, which is great. That's what you kind of want. They have also recently introduced this gears section, and here we go. Basically, this is, I wouldn't call it a doubler as such. It's basically what we do. You can see I mode 0.0125 ETH, which is around about sort of just over the $7, and I actually put in 0.01. So you're basically getting a 25% return on what goes in there. But it is effectively a form of a doubler, but you're not actually doubling your ETH. But the beauty of this is it's actually buying tokens. You can see the token value so far, 4,688 tokens have been purchased by people actually participating in this additional sort of game, if you like. They also did, if I can go back to the main site, actually, sorry, onto the home page there. Let's go back to the exchange. There we go. If you scroll down, you can see they had a lottery. Now there was two options. There was either 100 tickets sold with a 1 Ether prize, and 100% was going to the winner. And then there was another one where there was a 0.5 Ether prize is left after 10% goes to the giveaway wallet. They did the first run, but I think it's sort of on hold at the moment and pending. This could possibly be down to a vote how we continue with this. And this is the other good thing with the Revolution 1 smart contract. Dan puts up a voting system, so it's not just him making the call. He puts the idea out. Do you want to do A or B or even C? And as participants in Revolution 1, we all get the option to actually vote on it as well. There's a very lively Discord channel as well. Again, full of positive people in there. You don't get the same sort of negativity that I've seen in certain other programs, Discord channels. Sorry, let's just go back to, lost it, that one. So there's plenty of people that if you need to get support questions or anything, Discord is a great place to go with this. But if any of you have been in Proof of Weak Hands 3D or CG Now or the Pooh sort of game when that was out, etc., and felt a little bit disappointed by the returns or not getting any returns because you didn't have enough to put into them to get viable returns, Revolution 1 would certainly be worth you having a look at. But obviously, do your due diligence. There's plenty of videos out there on YouTube in relation to it. As I say, if you look out for a YouTuber called Golden Yogi, he gives a very good video and testimonial on the fact he was actually given the private keys to look at the contract. So, because a lot of people were saying they couldn't see the whales tokens, and where were they, and were they really giving the dividends back? But he's actually gone in there, shows you on the video, you can see them all there, and he actually does try and take those tokens out, but it can't be done. Just to give us the reassurance that, you know, the biggest holder in this game with the whale with the 20,000 tokens can't dump on us, so that's going nowhere. And it's, yeah, there's a good community of people in here. I think we're only just over the week a week old with Revolution 1, so it's early days still. You can see we've got 286 ETH in the contract. It did go up as high as around about 335. But again, some of the earlier participants may have wanted to come in and do a little bit of a sell-off. That's fine. Dan even encourages people to do that. But what we're tending to find is people are selling a percentage of their tokens off. They're not just selling everything out and then sort of buying back in again. And there's still a few bigger YouTubers that are yet to probably come over. But I think the more they can see the additional programs that are going on, the fact that it has a better sense of stability, I think, amongst the community, and that's what we all like about it. We are also going to be looking at potentially building up a little side pot of tokens and ETH value that we can then, as a community, decide what we want to do with that, whether that's prizes coming back to members, possibly something we could even use for charitable purposes, etc., etc. So there's loads of little positive angles to this that just make it a nicer smart contract game to be involved with. So yeah, I can only still give this thumbs up, guys. My non-referral and referral dividends are starting to come through, and the referral dividends are coming through as a part of something new that we're doing here, which is everyone gets a crack of getting some referral dividends, because we've got our sort of masternode links on a rotator, which is great. But have a read of the text below. Do recommend you go over and have a look at Revolution Crypto's YouTube channel. That's Dan, the guy who came up with the idea for Revolution 1. And then obviously, if you do click the link below, when you go through to the page, I would just say to you, do both me and the other members a huge favour if you just click on whoever's link is showing in the rotator, because then everyone gets a share of it. I'm not bothered about it going through under my link, because once you hit that one, it will go through, as I'll show you now. If I hit that, there we go. What it'll do up in the box here, that person's link is now there. Obviously the rotator has just thrown up another link there, but if you do decide to get any tokens, obviously that person will get a dividend credit out of it, which is yeah, it's a great way of doing it and really fair, I think. But thumbs up for Revolution 1, liking the way this is going, the way the both the owner and the admins are dealing with this, and lots of fresh ideas of things being added along the line to keep the sort of vibe and interest in the whole program going. So be great to see you on board, guys. So hope the video was helpful to you. Obviously there's loads of other videos out there. Any questions you've got, just fire them below and I will come back to you. And it'd be great if you subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you don't. I won't be offended, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, guys.